Good evening, everyone. We're with Chastity Jones, and she's going to talk to us about her walking away from the Democratic Party.
Hi everyone, my name is Chastity Jones and I've decided to share um, my journey from being a Democrat to actually going over to being a independent conservative. And my journey started when I was a little girl growing up in a black neighborhood, black family. Um, you just didn't vote Republican. It was just not that I really saw anyone vote, but it was just the talk that the Republicans were evil, that they were white, and they were only for um, white people, for the rich people. That it was the Democrats who were for the black people, that they were for equality and things like that. So you just grow up thinking that, and you don't question it, and you just go on about your life until either you meet someone or you start doing research on your own. And with me, it was I don't know if I've really ever, when I was growing up, met a conservative black person because, or else they didn't say they were in the closet. But I did meet Democrats. So that's just what you were. At least that's my experience. Everyone's experience is different. But on my journey in life, I just actually started doing research on the Democratic Party and how since their beginnings that they were the party that was against black people voting, owning land, the Jim Crow laws, the KKK lynching, destruction of Black Wall Street, even with 40 acres and a mule. It was actually the Republican Party who put that into legislation, and it was Andrew Jackson, the founder of the Democratic Party, who's the one who said no to that. So to me, that was really an eye opener. And once I really just started finding out about the Democratic Party, their platform, I really just felt like I was in the matrix, and it was a hard pill to swallow that what I had believed for so long was not the truth. But I think the kicker was when I discovered about Planned Parenthood and their association with the Democratic Party. And I'm going to film another video about my experience with Planned Parenthood. But when I found out about Margaret Sanger and the Negro Project and how what her love affair with Hitler and her eugenics program, and one of her desires was to eliminate the black population, and she actually said black people are weeds that need to be exterminated. And so when I started looking at that, and I'm like, and the Democratic Party has such a love affair with Planned Parenthood, that was a no-go for me. And so I was like, I can't be a part of this party, not only for what their history and even the past, present, and the future, how they do black people, but I'm very much pro-life, and that their association with Planned Parenthood was really an eye-opener as well. And so when Obama put in his bid for presidency, I went and I looked at his voting history as a senator, and I saw that he voted several times against the Born Alive Act, which would give a baby the right to have medical care with the botched late-term abortion, and he voted against it. And so I was like, well, I definitely can't vote for him. And me, naive, thinking that other Christians would want to know about his voting pattern before he, became a president, I went and told my Christian friends, and what I met was backlash, with just all kinds of things. People stopped talking to me, and I just thought that they would want to know that information. And that's when actually I really just found out that being a black conservative was not popular. It wasn't something that was looked good. It was actually frowned upon. And so I just started I went into the closet and I just didn't say anything. Because being a Black conservative, you will lose family, you will lose friends, you will be called a coon, Uncle Tom, a bootlicker, told that you're trying to whitewash your life, and sometimes you just don't want that drama. And so why am I coming out now is because I've just decided that, you know, everyone else has the right to speak, the right to voice their opinion. So why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't you? If you're a conservative or if you're a Republican, you should be able to say that and not get the backlash that it is. And so although it's not a popular opinion or position to take right now, it's still one that I'm going to hold true to. Not that I hold true to being a Republican, but as a conservative, the Republican platform aligns more to what I believe as far as pro-life, pro-marriage, pro-Israel, things like that. And so I actually even get people in my inbox on my social media page telling me that, you know, they are independent or they're conservative, but they know that if they say something, then they know the backlash that they're going to receive. But they'll share an article with me and say, hey, this is an article about something or that, but they're too scared to say anything. And I think that that's a shame. I have friends from all political spectrums. I have friends that are liberals. I have friends that are agnostic, that don't even believe in anything. I have friends that are heavy Republican, conservative, independent. And one thing I can say is that I have never unfriended anyone that had a different view than me or stopped talking to them. But I can say that people have unfriended me and have looked at me differently once they figure out that I don't vote Democrat. So if this video can help someone find their voice, not be scared to share their opinion. It isn't easy, it isn't popular, but usually anything hard isn't going to be easy and it isn't going to be popular. But if my voice can add to your courage, then I'm glad to do it. So that's my Walkaway story. If you have any comments, comment below. And I'll be filming another film about my experience with Planned Parenthood later, but I hope that you found inspiration, curiosity, or if you've known me for years and you've wondered why I haven't spoken out, that's why. But that's my story. Have a good night.